This episode of Says Who is, in fact, brought to you by you through your support of our Patreon at patreon.com/sayswho. That's our Patreon, where pretty much every Sunday you get this all over again. You get me and Maureen doing a thing we call the Town Watch, which is a little shorter, little looser, a lot of fun, and available to you if you give it the $5 a month level. Toss another $5 on top of that, and you get a sticker in the mail every month because you become a member of the Says Who Sticker Club, which is a hell of a good club. What a club. What a club. All of that's available to you at patreon.com/sayswho.
You guys, things are kicking off for the Velvet Knife. Even Dexy knows it. Tour events are starting to get set up. I'm going to be traveling a lot. I do know we're not sure all the dates yet. I do know I'll be at the St. Louis Book Festival. I will be going to Chicago. I'll almost certainly be going to Texas. Quite possibly California. Bunch of other places. And very likely England.
Look at you.
So, and I just found out it got, I don't know if I can announce it yet. I'm just announcing it. Just gotten a gold selection for the Junior Library Guild. So that's a good initial sign that it's gotten gold. So I think people like it.
That's awesome. That's
happening.
Exciting. It's all happening. September
so much more
is
info
sooner than I think.
It's really soon, Dan. And I just looked at all the travel that's going to happen, and been having a little minor anxiety attacks here and there.
We can talk about that in a moment. Anyway, if you would like to buy Maureen's books, you can always go to kickbezosintheballs.org. That is our own little bookshop where we have quick links to everything, including the new one. And there's a search bar, so you can find pretty much any book you're looking for. That's at kickbezosintheballs.org. And hey, while we're buying things, you can always go to merch.sayswhopodcast.com. That is our own little merch store. We have lots of merchandise. Or you can go to shop.dansinker.com. Now, here's the thing. Shop.dansinker.com. That is my little shop where you can buy hats and all that. If you're listening to this on Wednesday or Thursday, that is the time to get your orders in, because I am closing the shop for the summer on Friday. So no more orders going out for about 6 weeks. Now is the time to act. And speaking of things that you can do on the internet, I would love if you listened to Rebel Spirit. That is the podcast that I help out with. Akilah Hughes's amazing journey through post-Civil War. And the 7th episode is out as you're hearing this. There are only 10. We are in the shoot here, folks. So get on board, give it a listen. It's all great, the internet. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?
Hey, kid, I'm going to need,
no.
So how many pancakes can you make?
Well, we do actually have pancakes as part of the big breakfast, which is one of our breakfast offerings. Typically, those are not made fresh. They're a frozen item that we warm up, and we usually get a case or so of them at any given time, because it's not a major breakfast seller. It's not like a bacon, egg, and cheese or a McGriddle or something like that. So we typically have about a case in the freezer, which is about 150 to 200 pancakes.
Great. I'm going to need about 2,000.
I don't have that available.
They're going to need to be stodgy. Do you have like real stodgy ones? Just real sticky kind of egg?
I'm not even sure that I understand what a stodgy pancake would be.
You know how some are real thin and delicious, and then some are just kind of real thick and almost raw?
That's not the way we would serve them here.
Okay. Kid, I'm going to need your help.
What? I already said that we don't have enough pancakes.
I just need your help in general.
I don't think that that's a thing that I want to be doing.
We're having an issue with an event we're running.
Okay.
And we're going to need you to come. I'm going to need you to get in the car, because we There's not enough staff to do some of the things, and I needed a pro, a pro like you, to come in and help us because we are in trouble. So, would you be the head food vendor for the 250th celebration of American independence?
I don't think that's a thing that I'm actually qualified to be able to do. I'm
Disagree.
only a drive-through employee. Is there a drive-through at this event?
Could be. Do you want one? You're in charge. We could have one. We'll have one installed.
I'm not in charge.
Disagree. So I have signed the paperwork for you, and so you'll just be running it and taking care of all the vendors. And if we can get in the car right now, we'll do some quick menu selections, and we'll figure this out, and everything will be fine. And no one's gonna get hit again.
What?
Just get in the car, please.
I don't want to.
Neither do I. Too fast, oh, the podcast that's not a podcast.
It's a coping strategy. I am Dan Sinker.
And I'm Diggity Dog Maureen Johnson.
Hello, Maureen Johnson. When last we spoke, doing the town watch, you were a little out of sorts.
Yeah. Was I?
I will say that we both have some travel coming up, so we banked a few town watches. They will be coming out every other week for the next
and
few
they
weeks.
were smooth.
And the first one, which came out on Sunday, was totally fine. And the second one, you were on some drugs, and they seemed to kick in at the exact same time that your headphones decided to stop working.
Mm-hmm. And things got
great.
exciting?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. That's the word I was searching for. Exciting. That was the word.
I do seem to remember you saying something about me going into goblin mode.
Yes, that was the drugs, not the headphones. The headphones and the drugs really
they work
combined.
Together. Yeah.
But you seem like you're doing a lot better.
The reason I was on drugs, I don't know if you caught it probably the last time we recorded, I said I had these terrible allergies.
Yeah.
And then I woke up the next morning with a fever and all the signs of a sinus infection. I was like, this is a sinus infection. And I went to the doctor. I went to the city MD. I'm like, I think I have a sinus infection. And they looked and they're like, you have a sinus infection. And I was like, we are all agreed. So they gave me steroids and antibiotics to kill the sinus infection. And so I was taking the last of my steroids. I am no longer on steroids.
Well, that's good.
Yes, the infection, it wasn't a bad one, but I woke up. I didn't feel right. We were trying to watch the England game. We were going to go out and watch it.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't feel quite right. Do you mind if we don't go out to watch the game? I just don't feel right.
Yeah.
And the next morning I woke up and my temp was 100.2 or something.
Not
and
good.
I had all the gross things that were like, that's sinus infection. So I had to kill it because tonight
is going to be a good night.
Tonight at 8 p.m. I get on a flight to Paris.
Yeah. Perfect timing. I've heard it's beautiful there right now.
I have always had weird experiences in Paris. Something has always gone wrong. I've been there 3 times and all 3 times something went wrong. So I'm a little afraid of it.
Okay.
It's just a place that seems to be jinxed for me.
Yeah.
So I am going to Paris because I am then traveling down by train to meet a group of my writer friends, and we're going to be working in a house in Provence. I thought, it's like, oh, it's very easy. You get off the plane, there's a train station right in the airport, and I can just hop on the train and be there in 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
That's what I thought up until yesterday. But I did check it. That existed.
Okay.
Every single train was booked. All of them.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that's a problem because I'm going
suboptimal
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I finally found one option, which I immediately booked.
Okay.
But my flight lands at 9:15 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And this train goes out of the Gare de Lyon at like 3:30.
Oh, okay.
Which means
well,
I have an unexpected day in Paris.
I mean, I think there have literally been movies made about this premise, so
For some reason, it makes me incredibly nervous. Again, I've had very jinxy things happen to me there. Like truly weird, unexpected travel hankiness has happened to me in Paris. So, but it's going to be okay. The only trouble
this
is
will be wonderful.
It is the hottest day that has ever been in France.
Yeah, there's that.
Everything's shut. The trains are the thing is the train may get canceled because basically the lines are melting and the power grid is, and people are drowning and I think the Eiffel Tower is shut down and it's a mess.
It'll be nice. Paris in the summertime.
It's so hot there.
Just, get a glass of chilled wine, sit on the river. Listen to a guy play accordion and watch people holding baguettes walk by.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I was just mapping out what I could do in my 4 hours.
Okay.
I said, if I'm going to be there for 4 hours, even if I'm tired, I should go and have a little adventure.
Yeah, totally.
So I figured out where to lock up my bags.
Okay.
And then I think I might want to go to the Marais.
I bet those catacombs underneath Paris that are full of skeletons are cool this time of year.
Oh, that's a thought. I've never been to the catacombs.
Go underground, hang out with some skeletons. Stay out of the heat. I've got you.
That's a thought.
This is Dan's planning, travel planning.
Where are the catacombs? They might be, I feel like they're far up, but I don't know. I think I'll have enough time.
There you go.
I was thinking keep it loose, wander, look at some shops.
Yeah.
Get a cup of coffee.
Sure.
Sit and eat some lunch.
I mean, 4 hours when you're jet lagged is not a lot of time. That's a quick.
Yeah, part of me thought, do I just go to the train station and
because you also have to get from Charles de Gaulle into the center of town.
And something is going to go wrong. It's going to take forever. I'm not going to really have that much time.
You're not going to have much time at all. In fact, I think this was a blessing. Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Yeah. And then I looked on the way back and all those trains for the back end of the trip also all booked up.
Wow.
So I just yesterday booked a surprise extra plane flight from Marseille to Paris. So this is really racking up.
Really. How long are you there for?
9 days.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's just one of those things that suddenly got a lot more expensive very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you are going to be in France next week. I'm going to be on the first days of our road trip. So there will be no episode next week. And that's all right. Because y'all will get through it. We're heading out on the road.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. We have not done a long one. This is like 6 weeks. We have not done a long one in a few years. So it's both exciting and Janice and I are both like, do we remember how to do this? There's that. And then I just have a remarkable amount of things that really need to get done before we leave. And I have had basically sort of a rolling panic attack for the last week and a half over it all. So that's fun.
I have also had yesterday my body was riddled with anxiety chemicals. I didn't sleep through the night. All day long, everything was out. It really felt like my body was churning with them. And I don't know why. I think, I do know why. There's been a lot going on in the background of like uncertainty and issues with people and things. And part of me, and I have traveled a lot or been sick or traveled this year, I think a lot. And I think part of me was like, the and I was just getting over this infection, and I think the nerve endings were sizzling a little bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely living in a kind of constant bath of anxietal chemicals right now, which is not a great feeling.
Can I read something to you, Dan?
I would love if you did.
It's a shorty, you guys, and this is a sharing moment. I just want to share something with you. This is my letter about I buy my insurance on the exchange.
Yeah.
Apparently this year, I'm just sharing you straight up numbers. We pay $2,297 a month for coverage
fun.
for two of us.
Love it. God bless America.
Here is the rate change for next year. I want you to guess what next year. No, we're basically 23.
You're basically 23? What do you mean?
2,300.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yes. I thought you were using some kind of crazy lingo.
We're basically 23 skidoo.
Yeah, I don't know what you were talking about. Okay. Yeah, 2,300.
Mm-hmm.
Your rate increase?
Yeah.
$3,000.
You're basically there.
Yeah.
2,962.
Fucking fuck.
It's an increase of about 25%.
Yeah, perfect.
Now, my question, Dan, is, and for example, I got a sinus infection.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go over to City MD.
Yeah.
To get seen. That's $60. Okay. You pay the $60 to be seen. And then I get the drugs, and they're well priced. I get a good price on them, but that's still, another $40 on the drugs. So let's just say for a basic illness check, that's $100.
Yeah.
I also get medication each month. Like I had, stuff happens. So you're ending up paying a couple $100 a month.
Definitely.
That sometimes. So Dan, my question is, how is that supposed to be sustainable at all for anybody?
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Remember when the Democrats actually shut the government down for like 6 whole weeks over rates, and then they opened it back up, and no one's ever spoken about the insane rates that we're all paying for health insurance ever again? I love it.
This will have effectively doubled the rates that we were paying.
Yeah. This is the thing that is going to lead me out of the country, because we literally cannot afford it. Like it is absolutely unsustainable in every possible way. And it's maddening. Ours did not go up as much, and in fact, the big one moved to his college's insurance because it was demonstrably cheaper, actually. And so we did not take as much of a hit because we lost a full-size adult off of our insurance. But what has absolutely leapt up this year is the amount that we're paying out of pocket. Like, just, what used to be like a $50 copay for a specialist is $100 now. Like, it's literally doubled in cost. And yeah, it's that kind of shit. Because, like, yeah, you can budget your monthly, but you can't budget for what happens if a person just randomly gets sick or something, like that. And then suddenly you're paying out the ass. Yeah, it's maddening. It's maddening.
It's just not. I looked at it and I was like, okay, that's a bill. But people can't pay that kind of money.
Yeah.
That's just, no, people can't do this.
No.
This is for a lot of people, this is like, oh, well, that's everything I made on like, that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
We're broken.
Yeah. As a country, or specifically you and Oscar?
No, here's the thing. I'm very lucky. I'm like, I can pay the bill.
Right.
But there would have been so many times in my life that I couldn't pay the bill. And there's so many people that can't. It's a crazy bill. That's $36,000 a year.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, if you don't live through this, that is $36,000 as you must be this tall to ride. Like that is the limit to get on the ride. You still have to pay for a lot.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Oh yeah. And they're like, oh, but that means you'll only pay $2,000 if you do this. And it's just, we broke it.
Yeah.
We're just walking. I just walking down this yesterday with Oscar, and I said, I can't. I'm like, when did I even have my last COVID booster? And then I realized it's because nobody even talks. Like that's gone. That's as a topic. Every talk about how to maintain things is gone.
Yeah.
Boosters, flu shots, basically how to do stuff. It's all fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. I was amazed. I went for a physical just the other day. And my doctor actually was like, oh, you need this vaccine. I'm like, wow. Who knew? They'll still say that. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, we really, in a very short period of time, really, really broke it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working.
No. I mean, that's the thing. It's not like we had a working thing that then got broken. We had a broken thing that then got destroyed.
When I read this letter, Dan, I just started thinking about all the people that would read this letter and think, I can't pay.
Yeah.
This breaks us.
Yeah. Well, there's documentation at this point of millions upon millions of people that have dropped out of the exchange this year.
Because they can't pay.
That they signed up initially and then have dropped since because it's just unsustainable. It's unsustainable.
Yeah, it's insane. We finally got something and they broke it. And I guess partially is because I am very attuned to this topic and people needing their health care.
Yeah.
And, like right now my dad has a PICC line in, and like all the costs of having the infusion nurse come out and then having the PICC line removed and, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
People that have cancer, people that have any kind of ongoing condition, people that have disability, like it flooded me, the pain that people were feeling. Like, I just felt like I was like, people can't live. People can't live. People can't live. Yeah. And it just really upset me, Dan. And it just really upset me. That's all.
Yeah. For good reason.
It upsets me when people can't access we have doctors and nurses and providers and science and aides and physical therapists and all of these people out there trying to help people remain healthy and be in health, and they can't because we've created this absolutely positively fucked corporate capitalist system. We dropped on top of it like a fucking bag of pianos, and we said, just try to operate under this fucking bag of pianos that will do nothing but make your job harder and make sure people don't get well, and that continue down the roads of getting increasingly unwell.
Yep. And we will continually every year raise the prices of it in ways that we can't really explain to you and that you will just have to pay. And, oh, by the way, we will also pay you. We won't continue to increase the amount that we pay you to match that kind of thing, so that not only will the prices go up, but they will actually get further and further out of reach because you aren't getting any closer to making ends meet.
Try to find a jury for Luigi. I dare you.
Oh, well, the good news is for everyone listening, we just took our anxiety bath that we've been floating in, and we have handed it all to you. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
It so viscerally upset me.
Yes.
And, there's all these attacks now on trans healthcare. Just today, trans friends. Yeah. I gotta move stuff around in my heart. Hold on. Move there, over there, move there to there. Because I gotta keep making space to have more love for you. That's not a joke. You're so in need of extra love that I just need to keep thinking of ways in the day to give it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking hate these people.
Yes.
Dan, I'm
Yes.
so mad. All right, let's do fun stuff. Make fart noises. It's me buckets. It's pretty good.
The fart.
Honestly, Dan, we could feature on stage right now at the big festival.
Oh, easy. Easy.
Buckets and the fart? Are you kidding me?
I bet you that you could walk onto that stage quite easily. Anyway, folks, it is, in fact, the 250th birthday of America this Saturday, the 4th of July. As every year, I invite you, if you do not want to celebrate America, you can always celebrate my kid, whose birthday is the same day. That's what we do.
Or, as my agent and friend is doing today, she's celebrating Canada Day by literally moving to Canada on Canada Day.
Good Lord. Maury Johnson, do you remember a month or whatever ago?
Okay.
When every sort of C-rate artist that was supposed to perform at some kind of 4th of July festivity in Washington, D.C. dropped out over the course of like one day after they had been announced as taking part.
Yes.
Like that it was a festivity that Milli Vanilli, noted lip-syncing artist scandal from the 1990s, Milli Vanilli was too good for?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad, because at the time that seemed like it was just a concert series. It was just going to get washed out by none of these folks showing up. One point, Donald Trump did said he'd give a speech and like the Marine Band would play, which is always a draw. Huge draw, that Marine Band.
Oh, yeah.
But it turns out that that was the thing that we are all witnessing unfold right now, which is something called the Great American State Fair.
Nice. Time. We needed something to celebrate.
Which now makes a little bit more sense. Like they were really going for a state fair atmosphere by signing nothing but sort of C-list musicians. This is no offense to people that are playing state fairs. Like, I love you, whatever 5th iteration of Journey is out there playing the, Montana State Fair right now.
Fuck it. I met those guys, remember? I hung out with Journey. I hung out with Journey on a rooftop in Fargo, and that weird fake lead singer, not Steve, said, "Oh, I love you. You're funny." And I was like, "Fuck you." Every time I told him to go fuck himself, he told me he liked me more.
Anyway, so they were doing a thing that they called the Great American State Fair. It is ongoing right now. You have probably seen footage of this thing on the various social medias and things like that. It is on the National Mall. And it is like the Fyre Fest of Semiquincentennials. Let's try to even explain this thing. It takes place on the National Mall between the reflecting pool, which was in the news constantly up until now. It's currently closed and fenced off for reasons that will be explained in a second. It's between the reflecting pool and the Washington Monument. It's in the exact same spot where a few weeks ago, an enormous 8647 appeared in the grass, printed in some kind of magical weed killing notion. Literally the same spot. On that spot is a Ferris wheel. A Ferris wheel which has had the generator problems and keeps going out intermittently, which is not what you want to have happen when you're on a Ferris wheel.
All right.
There's also a tiny sort of replica of Trump's proposed arch. Okay. It looks very boxy and very odd, in part because it's made of plywood with vinyl stapled to it. That vinyl is sagging in places, and it's just on 2x4 footings, which have shifted somewhat, so you can no longer go underneath the arch. They've put orange safety cones to block people from walking under the arch because apparently it might just collapse.
Okay.
The park is lined with similar fake classical vinyl wrapped plywood buildings. They have columns that don't touch the ground. And then if you look at them from a distance, they have little curved like inset niches, which are actually just printed flat on the vinyl. That's
classy.
Like
That's
a
nice.
printed trompe l'oeil. Loy. How do you say that? You're going to
What?
France. Trump.
What?
Loy.
Oh, Trump. Oh. Lord.
There you go.
It's L.
Apostrophe OIL, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, I know how to say it, and I'm going to say it wrong if I say it, so I won't, because if you say things wrong in France, you get in trouble by the government.
And you're going there, so you can't get on the list.
I can, yeah.
What if they just handed you a list of words, you had to pronounce them, and that was you were in or out?
You see, in Germany, I would have passed that list because I had my French teacher was much looser, but my German teacher was tight.
She wasn't fucking around.
Imagine that.
So within these buildings along the side are the actual state fair aspect of this state fair. There's a booth for each of the states and territories within it.
Great. Okay.
Except 11 states, Connecticut, Illinois, Kentucky, Maine, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington did not participate.
Oh.
So their booth is just like their name on a wall and maybe a couple of chairs. I saw that Maine, they don't even get the chairs. It's just some carpet. North Carolina did participate, and at one point they had a Confederate flag on display, which is
I gotta go.
Nice.
I'm
Most of the other states basically sent sort of a generic tourism board style stand-up cards where you can read a few facts. I think most states have something you can kind of sit on and take your picture with. Like Wisconsin has a Harley Davidson motorcycle that you can sit on and get your photo taken. There's not much else to do there from what I understand. There are some vendor booths. Defense contractors are handing out pamphlets. There's a number of sort of religious organizations that have paid to be able to pamphlet within this as well. Food is extraordinarily expensive, and the aforementioned power issues keep affecting the food hall as well. So ice cream keeps melting.
Nice.
Speaking of ice, Vanilla Ice, the final holdout from the concert series, was actually supposed to perform in what they were billing as an I Love the 90s night.
Nice.
But his show got canceled due to inclement weather.
Okay.
The stages are being used during the day. For instance, Dr. Oz sat and talked with former Superman TV actor Dean Cain. While they were chatting, they remarked on how huge the audience was that was watching them. And this was actually TMZ DC is videoing this, and then they pan to show the audience, and there's like maybe a dozen people sitting in the grass, and then just vast empty field behind them.
Okay.
That empty field is sort of the prevailing symbol of this event. Fox News, which is actually broadcasting live from it, somehow they lost that bet. They keep broadcasting, showing no one behind them and talking about how many people are there.
Dan, this is the part that specifically really gives me the fear.
Yeah.
Or not even, maybe I've gone through the fear.
Okay.
Fear is a veil. You know what I mean? Fear is a temporary state.
Yeah.
It's a veil that warps our perception of what's real and what can actually hurt us. And we can pass through that veil.
Yeah.
Into understanding.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that forced me up to the edge of the veil, and then I passed through it because realizing that people are straight up just being shown pictures of empty fields.
Yeah.
And being told they're full.
Yeah.
I know we've done some of this nonsense before, but the kind of live coverage aspect of this is full. This is really full. And if people accept that, that's where I start piercing that veil of like, okay. I mean, I kind of worry my dad's one of those people that he's sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
And it'll say, yeah, it's full. It's full of people.
I read a number of stories kind of documenting all the weird shit at this thing. And one of them quoted someone who was like, You know what? No one's talking about the fact that you have this big lawn and there's no weeds in that lawn, and that's pretty impressive. It's like, okay, yeah. No one is talking about the fact that the National Mall is well landscaped. Anyway,
Dan,
Trump.
we can't say we weren't warned.
Oh, we definitely can't say we weren't.
We can't say we don't deserve it.
Yeah. No, we can't say that either.
We can't say that this comes out of nowhere.
Definitely not.
As you know, as someone who works on Rebel Spirit,
Yeah.
and watching the veneration of the worst parts of us and the codification of our cancers.
Yeah.
Putting racism and profit over people into our bones.
Yep.
And then shoving it like a goose being force fed to be for foie gras.
Yeah.
Being told constantly that we are the best, and it doesn't matter what happens. And I grew up in a household like that where you had to say we were the best. You had to say we were the best.
Yeah.
You had to. I don't think you grew up in a household like this. I absolutely did.
Did not. Yeah.
Where it was the flag is a real big deal, and saying where you don't ever say we're not the best. We're the best. You had to be like super patriotic. And when I started not to be, it was a real big problem. And now my mother is not. Like, my mother has passed the veil into a realm of understanding.
Yeah.
And my father's still there, and he has calcified in it. He has become if you stay there, he has become what you become, which is a kind of golem monster.
Yeah.
Of this stuff. And it is just seeing how weird it feels, like some sort of like surrealist European movie of like, it's so stark and crazy.
Yeah.
But it is good because in that empty field that has no weeds in it, cool people can gather, knock that dumb shit down, and build new stuff.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of extra plywood soon.
Yeah, but build new stuff for people to use, real people.
Yeah. Well, the plywood may not be there for long because Trump is slated to give another speech there on July 4th.
I can't wait.
Which will be followed by a fireworks show featuring 850,000 fireworks shells.
That's so many fireworks.
That's a lot of fireworks.
It's too many fireworks, Dan.
They're being staged on barges in the Potomac and along the reflecting pool.
It's too many.
Right along the reflecting pool.
Oh, well, that's not going to be good for it, is it?
Yeah, which is why the reflecting pool has been fenced off for a week, because they've been placing fireworks shells all around it. And Maureen, with the care and thought that they put into everything, and especially on display here at the Great American State Fair, I'm positive that launching nearly 1 million fireworks around a bunch of flimsy built plywood buildings is going to go great.
Why? What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I just feel like it might not go wonderfully.
Dan, it's very, negative of you.
Well, I guess I'm a negative guy.
I don't think you are. I don't think either one of us is negative. Why are we crackling with anger and energy?
I'm mostly just crackling with anxiety. But Maureen Johnson, I know that there's somebody who's like, you know what? I wish that the amazing ways that they have celebrated this great country, 250 years of this great country, was not coming to an end this July 4th. And great news.
Oh.
It's not. Because in August is the Great American 2026 Patriot Games.
What's that?
From August 9th to the 11th, with a televised finale on August 13th. As America celebrates its 250th birthday, the 2026 Patriot Games will bring together the nation's most exceptional young athletes and leaders for an unforgettable competition honoring excellence and the American spirit. The 2026 Patriot Games is a premier national competition featuring outstanding high school students from across the nation. Male and female athletes will be selected to represent their home state or territory on a national stage as they compete in a series of high-intensity challenges designed to test strength, speed, agility, teamwork, resilience, and leadership. Maureen Johnson.
Sounds real Nazi-ish, Dad.
You're a young adult author.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little fuzzy on the genre myself.
Okay.
But is there a book series? I vaguely remember that there's a book series where high school age people from home states and territories then are selected
as tributes
to represent their home state and territory on a national stage to compete in a high intensity challenge. Is that something?
Yeah, there is actually a book series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that called?
That one is called The Hunger Games.
Oh, right.
And it's one of the first things is you run out and there's a cornucopia of food, weapons, supplies, medicine, all kinds of stuff you need.
Yeah.
For the games. And as you run to it, tends to be the time that they can kill, like half of them die in that part.
Perfect.
As they're trying to get the supplies. So you have to have a whole strategy about how to get to the cornucopia and get your supplies and get out. Yeah. So, but first you're taken to the Capitol where you're dressed up and you're celebrated and everyone's like, wow, the tributes are here. And then they put them in the arena.
Well, that seems like kind of what they're doing. Over the course of the competition, athletes will face a series of demanding physical and mental challenges, culminating in the crowning of one male and one female Patriot Games champion. I'm excited.
We're really doing this,
turning into that televised finale.
Joe Rogan's going to somehow be involved in this, isn't he?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Now, here's a final thing, Maureen.
Okay.
It's more than one final thing. First of all, usually the National Mall around July 4th, 2 weeks leading up to July 4th, since 1967, so quite a long time, is a location of the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, which is an actual celebration of culture and all of that from America and from the countries that have come to influence and take part in the American story. It has only not happened twice on the National Mall since 1967, and those were summer 2020 and 2021 due to COVID stuff.
Right.
This year, their permit was turned down because the Freedom 250 folks were holding the mall for the disaster currently unfolding in front of us, known as the Great American State Fair.
Right. Nice.
But also, Maureen, all these things, the UFC fight, the Great American State Fair, the Patriot Games, these are all events being put on by the Freedom 250 organization, which sounds very official.
Yeah.
But it's not to be confused with the America 250 Commission, which was set up by Congress way back in 2016 and is supposed to be doing all the commemoration this year. But the Trump team did an end run, set up Freedom 250 so that they could fundraise and do all their normal graft and cost cutting and corner shaving, do away with any and all bipartisanship, and put on what we're now seeing.
Everything is so... By the way, Dan, have they uncovered the Kennedy Center yet?
I don't believe so. I think it is still under the tarp. Though there has now been photographs that have leaked from behind the tarp, and Donald Trump's name is gone from the wall. But I believe that the tarps are still up.
Now, Dan, I want to point something out.
Yeah.
We're at the end of June.
Yes.
July, August, September, October. 4 months, Dan. 4 months from now, there's going to be an election.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that this election is going to fix stuff, but it is going to cause a certain amount of chaos.
Yes.
What do you
definitely.
think our next 4 months are going to be like?
That's a great question.
And look, where's my shoe board? I have put my shoe board somewhere. I don't know if we've.
I'm looking at mine. I keep mine quite close at hand. And at least mine on the first line, none of those have happened. No.
You didn't have Trump just fucks the reflecting pool?
No. I actually really think that this shoe board is a very interesting snapshot of the very first days of 2026, because all of it feels like it's not going to happen, with the exception of AOC announces against Schumer. That one's on there, and I would still expect that to happen.
Do you think he's going to knock another building down?
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
What building?
Or, just start even more renovations. I have become more and more a subscriber to the theory that he is doing all of this stuff and doing the kind of, permitting and permissions and runs and everything like that, because he knows that when it happens, no one's memorializing him.
Right.
He's doing it now so that the battle is about removal, which is always harder to remove things than it is to. I mean, if this season of Rebel Spirit has proven anything to me, it's that it's real hard to remove things, even when most people are like, yeah, that probably shouldn't have gone up in the first place. But eventually people are like, but it's there.
I think he's going to try to get a statue. He's going to either replace or add himself to the Lincoln Memorial.
I mean, I think that the easier guess on that one is Mount Rushmore.
I don't know, though. Like, he seems to like fucking with stuff around Washington right now.
He does. He does. He has spent, I think it was the Washington Post. I forget who it was. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to give the proper thing, but there was just a report about how much money has been siphoned out of the national parks around the country in order to fund all the bullshit that he's been doing in DC now.
First, one morning he woke up and demolished the East Wing.
Literally in 3 days. Yeah.
Then he completely fucked the reflecting pool in like 2 weeks.
Completely.
He attempted to change the Kennedy Center, and now he's hiding it under a blanket.
I mean, he did in fact change the name, put a sign up, and now, has hung it behind a blanket.
He built a cage he paved over one of the White House lawns, and then he built a cage for a cage match.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget that he literally dug up the entire rose garden and put
he dug up the rose garden. Then he put a cage match thing, and he took it down. Now he's got this dumb fair that's full of garbage.
Yeah,
I think he's puttering. You know what I mean? Like he's confused. He's he's like, he just wants to putter. So I think
speaking of which, he's also now taking over a public golf course in DC to turn into a fancy golf course.
This is what I'm talking about. He's puttering around, and I think he's going to look over at that statue.
Yeah,
and say, I could have something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, people have argued that the big arch that he wants to put up, which would be on a roundabout,
right,
and it would block the view of the Lincoln Memorial from Arlington National Cemetery.
Okay, yeah, he's puttering. He's got his Dan. It's okay to have a project. You know what I mean?
I mean, that is.
You have a 3D printer.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I just put up blinds and painted some stuff. Look at this. I just got this beautiful print framed of Robin Hitchcock with a little brass plate with some of his lyrics on it that says, "You better believe it."
That's nice.
Yeah. I love Robin. Robin helped create me and my brain, and he keeps me grooving.
Robin
So
Hitchcock is great.
just having him where I can see him is very inspiring. You know, I replanted a whole bunch of plants. I put them in better soil.
Yeah,
You know, there's nothing wrong with having a project, Dan.
sure. His project is a complete remake of Washington D.C. in a shitty slapdash, covered in gold leaf and spray paint kind of thing.
What if he decorates the Washington Monument?
I mean, there have been a number of theories that he is going to replace the columns on the White House to a more ornate column top. I think that I believe that the column tops, let me look this up really quick, but I believe that they are Corinthian columns right now. Is that right?
Possibly. And what does he want? Like the Ionian,
no. So they are. All right. Yes, they are currently Ionian.
Okay.
And what he wants is a Corinthian. So
okay.
Ionian is the kind of flat little scroll look, very classical look. And the Corinthian is much more flowery and flowy top. And I have seen a few different things at various times that is something that's on his list.
We've all watched Instagram and watched people put some stick on tile and go, that looks nice. I could do that. I could have a little backsplash. Be nice somewhere. A little zhuzh, a little zhuzh.
Little zhuzh.
My apartment is an ongoing art project. So
you're like that guy that lives in the Chelsea Hotel.
Oh yeah, that guy's so. But I love following things that are like, why not paint it? I've had so many apartments in New York, and I have painted them every color at every hour of the day. Like I said, I ripped out a floor at midnight with my bare hands, and I also know what's going to kill me because I also used a glue gun to get paint off of a cabinet, which almost certainly had lead painted.
Oh, you'll be fine. Just don't eat it.
Well, I licked it while I was going. Had to taste it.
You used a glue gun to remove paint?
Sorry, I used a heat gun.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was trying to figure out, like, wow, so you kind of like spread the glue down, waited for it to dry, then peeled it and the paint off simultaneously. That's
my big old apartment in Astoria was so poorly maintained that even the cabinets never closed. Not even close, because they had a full half inch of paint on their edges and they never ever closed. So I got insane one day and borrowed a hot gun and tried to peel back some of the paint to just try to get them to close.
Yeah.
100% there was lead paint in there, Dan. There's no question.
Well, you'll be fine.
That was a danger apartment. That apartment was full of treachery, and that was the one where I had a fire escape that was really kind of close because I was 3 stories up, but it would be really access. So I used to leave sharp things on the windowsill next to my desk.
Okay.
So if anybody came in through that window, which would have taken no effort whatsoever, I at least would have gotten an alarm of some kind of people,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's cluttering.
Yeah. So you get it. You get his whole deal.
Yeah, that was the one where they repaired, when the fire came out of the wall and he repaired the toilet with tape.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I moved for a reason. The day I moved was that thing was, the apartment was big and it was really well located and it was a good rent. And I stayed in there for a long time because I'm like, this place is huge and really convenient. It's just a death trap.
Well, that's kind of like America now.
Huge.
Really convenient and a death trap. That's America 250.
Dan, what are we going to do for our 10-year celebration?
I have a plan. I just need your tour dates.
Okay.
And then I have a whole plan ready to spring into action, folks.
Does it involve Chicago?
It involves Chicago. But we need to know when Maureen Johnson is around.
It is confirmed. A Chicago thing is confirmed. We're clearing dates.
Yes.
But it's a confirmed thing.
But yeah, we are acknowledging that the 10-year anniversary of Says Who is coming up, which is insane. We actually, Akila spoke with Jamel Bowie for the upcoming 8th episode of Rebel Spirit. And I was like, hey, I talked to you a decade ago.
Mm-hmm. We sure did.
For Says Who podcast. And he was like, I remember that. You're still doing it? It's like, yes.
Holy shit.
He was like, I thought it was supposed to be something short. And I was like, yeah, it was supposed to be 8 episodes. We just did the 428th episode. It happens. Who among us?
Here's to 20 years.
I'm going to have an existential crisis in 3 years because in my head, the longest thing I've ever done is Punk Planet. But if this lasts for over 13 years, then suddenly I have to really change that narrative that I tell myself.
Well, keep it going. We're never.
In the meantime, Says Who is made possible by you through your support of our Patreon at patreon.com/sayswho. That's our Patreon where you can do this quite often again on a Sunday with a little thing we call the Town Watch. If you give it the $5 or $10 a month level, that $10 a month level also gets you a sticker in the mail because you become a member of the Says Who Sticker Club, which as I'm saying those words, I'm realizing that I need to be thinking about timing for the July Sticker Club sticker because I'm going to be on the road and I need to print labels and put them on envelopes ahead of time. Okay, there's things that need to be done. What? Anyway, I just realized that there's even more work that I have to do this week. So that's great. That just flooded even more anxietal chemicals into me. That's all for you at patreon.com/sayswho. Our theme music is performed by Ted Leo. Ted Leo, thank you so much. Our logo was designed by Darth. You can contact us at sayswhopodcast.com on Blue Sky, at sayswho at omfg.town on Mastodon. You can always email it. Hey, that's HEY at sayswhopodcast.com. Whatever you do, join the discussion on Facebook at /group/sayswhovians. Our Facebook group is moderated by Janice Dillard. There's also the fan-run Discord server at tinyurl.com/sayswhodiscord. And please spread the word, subscribe, leave stars and reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever it is that you listen. And you can join us in 2 weeks, July 15th, for our very next episode. Are you back from France by then?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then yes, you can join us in 2 weeks, July 15th, for our very next episode from my basement in Chicago, where it is hot. Not in my basement, though. It's cool. I'm Dan Sinker.
And currently from New York and later today from Paris, France, I'm Maureen Johnson.
And this has been Says Who?
Says quoi?
Got to go to those catacombs.
I'll see.
I want a photo. Of you and a stack of skeletons.
I think you're going to get a series of photos of me stuck in 4 hours in Paris. I'll just put them up as Instagram stories.
Charles de Gaulle Airport. It's a nice airport. I spent a long time in that airport. You could just chill there.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I bought myself the first class ticket for the TGV because I'm going to be on it all day. And that meant it gave me somewhere to sit.
Yeah.
I was like, otherwise I have nowhere to go.
I once had a layover long enough at Charles de Gaulle on the way to give a talk in Greece. And I was like, I could almost make it to Disneyland Paris and back. But
wow.
It just felt a little bit too tight.
Where is that?
It's actually not far from the airport.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Do that for a couple hours. They have a really
far-
cool Haunted Mansion there.
How far from the airport?
Let's find out. Charles de Gaulle Airport to Disneyland Paris. It is 45 kilometers. So it's not exactly right there.
That's
But there is a shuttle from the airport to
still
Disneyland Paris. Let's see here. I'm going to say yes to these. The Magical Shuttle Airport Transfer provides regular connections between Charles de Gaulle and the Disney hotels, parks, partners. So there you go.
It's not going to be enough time.
Doesn't say how long it takes, though. Oh, there's also a high-speed train from Charles de Gaulle.
How fast is that?
Here you go. It'll take you to the Marne-la-Vallée Chessy train station in less than 12 minutes. The station is just a 2-minute walk from the Disney parks. Done.
Holy shit. Wow.
There you go.
It's 12 minutes?
It's a 12-minute high-speed train.
So I literally could take a 12-minute high.
Done.
That's actually possible.
Their Haunted Mansion that is located in their equivalent of Frontierland, which might have a different name. So it's kind of an Old West themed. And from my understanding, at the end of it, you follows the same general layout, but you go at the end, you're in the cemetery, and then you go into a crypt. And inside that crypt is the same basic layout of the Frontierland street that you had walked up to get to there, but it's like in hell.
Dan, if my train gets canceled later in the day, you can bet your ass I'm going to Disneyland.
You're set.
This has been Says Quoi.